let's go into a little bit more detail on this too. When you think about going out to hang out with your friends, can you see a picture of that?
Yep.
Okay. Is it color or black and white?
It's black and white.
Okay. Is it moving or still?
It's still.
Okay. Is it large or small?
It's small.
How big?
About half the size of the computer.
Okay.
Monitor.
All right. Can you hear any sounds? Can you hear voices or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hear glasses.
Okay.
I hear people chatting.
Okay. All right. Now think about going out with those family members.
Mm-hmm.
Is it color or black and white?
It's actually color.
Uh-huh. Is it large or small?
It's about the same size.
Okay. Is it moving or still?
It's moving.
Are there sounds?
There is sounds.
Okay. What would happen if you made that picture black and white?
Still now.
It's still?
Doesn't move.
Okay. And what happens if you turn off the sound?
It's just like a photo.
It's like a photo. Okay. Now, really quick, if you had to point to the picture of your friends,
Mm-hmm.
where would you point? If you had to show me, like say point out in the room or something, where does that seem to be? And I probably can't see it because of the camera, but
Do you mean like where in the area of the photo?
yeah, 360 degrees around your body. Like if you had to point it, you'd be like right here, or it's way over there, or
It's right in front of me.
right in front of you. Okay. Now, is the picture of the family members, is it in the same location or a different location?
It's in the very same location.
Okay. What happens if you move it into a different location?
I just moved it. I don't know.
Okay. Now let's see something here. What happens if you make that picture of the family members as big as like a widescreen television? Just a big display. Does it seem comfortable or uncomfortable?
It feels uncomfortable.
Okay. What if you make it the size of my little or your little picture box on the screen? It's about this a little bigger than a postage stamp.
It feels like it's there. I don't know.
No
Not
big
really
deal.
important.
Okay.
No, no big deal.
So you know how it's vertical? What happens if you move that picture and you put it so that it's horizontal? Or so you lay it down?
It's not there anymore.
Not there anymore. Okay. Can you make it at like a little bit of an angle so you can just barely see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now around that picture, I want you to copy the picture of your friends and you having fun that's the size of this computer screen and move it over the top of the picture of the family members.
Okay.
And get to the point where you can look at it, look at that situation happening and go, oh, it's no big deal. And with the background of everything else that's going on in your life, it's just a little part that you can likely enjoy. Because you know how much it means to Cynthia.
Sure. Yeah. I could do that.
What will happen if you do?
I think everything would be better in terms of like that specific point
Mhm.
with her. Everything would be balanced
Okay.
as far as like interaction with her family.
Okay. So here's the only assignment then. I want you to go out as soon as possible and try to break this. Because what
I'm
will
gonna break it.
huh?
I'm gonna break it for sure.
That's fine. Because what will happen is we'll find out more details. And what we'll get with more details is we get a better ability to change your response. Because you've told me that you want a response that's going to help you in your relationship with Cynthia. You want the one that's going to be the most beneficial for you. So what we want for this is we want your time with the family members to be comfortable, to be fun.
Sure.
To be just no big deal. It's just like hanging out with your friends.
Mhm.
Because it's your time, it's your life. You might as well enjoy every second of it, right? Regardless of where you're at.
That's true. That's a good point.
So, yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
for sure.
who wants to look back on lost time?
That's good one.
I mean, you're a busy guy. You're running a business. You got all kinds of projects going on. So
if you already have to do it, why not enjoy it? Huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's meaningful. So
Like that.
that's the only assignment. Go out and break
Sounds
it.
good. All right.
Sound good? And then we're gonna follow up on this.
Sounds like a plan.
It takes a little bit of getting used to the process, but we code information differently in our mind. You notice how the dynamics between the picture of Cynthia's family members was different than your friends.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's interesting, actually. You never pay attention to those kind of things.
We don't. Or the things like when as soon as, because you know it's happening, but you got to stop and think about it. But as soon as Cynthia asks, and she probably says, "Hey Vic," or "Hey Mimi," or whatever, "Can we go spend time with my grandma or my mom or whatever?" As soon as she says that, you got this voice that goes on in your head. Well, I could probably use this time to do something better.
Sure.
But it's just becoming aware of those little internal dialogues. Because what likely happens is, at the same time as that voice goes off, you probably have a feeling in your body. It might be in your arms, but you might feel like tight or claustrophobic or feeling that's not comfortable. So it's just going in and finding out those little things. And then my whole goal with this is different from the other coaching models, where you basically have an hour with a coach, and most people look at it and they go, well, I've got all this shit over the past 30 years of my life that I want to fix. Can you do it in 1 hour? Because I don't want to pay for the second hour. And oh, by the way, I don't want to make any changes, because once we fix this stuff, I want to make sure that it stays. So I'm not going to try to break anything. But my whole focus on this is, if you go out and you can prove that it's not working, one thing that's going to happen is you're going to go out there and you're going to automatically try, and you're going to try it under a different perspective, and most of the time it's going to work for you. And if it doesn't work exactly the way that you want it to, we're going to get more information.
Sure.
Because you might find out that it's not necessarily the way that Cynthia says it to you, but it's the entire way that she approaches you and the look on her face. And you see the look on her face, and you think to yourself, oh shit, here comes that question again. And then she says, hey Vic, can we hang out with my family members? And you are already there. You're like, but I could really use that time. And then you go, yeah, sure. And then that's when that little fighting, or that, just the discomfort that happens in most relationships begins to occur. But we're just mind reading. So
I think that's exactly what happens. I see her face and I already know.
Yeah. So what might happen in the future, because you're aware of this now, is you might see her face and you might think to yourself, God, I love that woman. And then it starts everything off on a different foot. Because you go, wow, because I love her, it's really important that she's feeling fulfilled and that she has the relationships that she wants with her family members. Just like, I've got the ones that I want with mine. So, of course I'm going to do this. Oh, and by the way, it's my time and I can enjoy it regardless. So,
cool. Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, it's like sitting in a prison cell, being the Count of Monte Cristo. You might as well enjoy your time and learn. So
yeah, for sure. No, that's a great point. I like it. I really like it. It makes sense.